Hi, welcome back. I'm Anna. This is Hope in Bulgaria. I just want to start, as I often do, because I'm so unorganised, with apologising that we haven't put up a video for over a week. As many of you know, me and Natasha have just not long got back from a mission trip to Bulgaria. And we've just been not only just trying to spend a little bit of time with our families, but so exhausted. It was so hot and we were so busy. And yeah, I mean, Natasha's pregnant and I've got 2 toddlers in my house, so it's just taken us a week just to recover, really. So, just a quick update. We're working, actually, over the next couple of days. Me and Jasmine will be putting together a couple of edited videos of our time in Nadezhda, and also the most important video, which is the children that attended school when we reopened. No, the learning centre, my bad. That don't have sponsors. There's a lot, actually. They're looking for sponsors, so we'll be making this video real soon. So if you know anybody that is interested in sponsoring a child in Nadezhda, look out for that video. Okay, so the mission trip was amazing. It was really great. Apart from Iris getting sick, the water was off most of the time, which is something else we're going to be explaining to you in a video. It's something that's been happening in the ghetto, which is really bad timing with it being 40 degrees a lot of the time. And of course, Natasha's morning sickness, as many of you know, she's almost halfway through her pregnancy. So between me out there with a sick baby and her out there with morning sickness, we had some challenges. But we made the best of our time out there. So we had a rough idea of what we wanted to achieve when we were there, which was to reopen the learning centre. We'd obviously had to close it to because of COVID regulations. And so we had reopened a month ago, but then the roof had started falling down. So for safety purposes, we had to shut down again until that was fixed. And so last month's general fund ministry money went towards fixing up the school again, learning centre. I'm still trying. So yeah, we reopened the learning centre, and it was great because on day one there was nearly 40 children, and a lot of them I didn't recognise. They're new kids, they're younger, they have heard about the learning centre and they want to be involved. And so we have photographed all of them individually with a little name card, and we will be making a video so you can get to know our new children. And also, if you know someone that wants to sponsor, these will be the children that will be looking for sponsors. So to reopen the learning centre, the next thing that was really important to us was to try and visit all of the children that still have sponsors. Some of them we don't even know because we weren't around in Nadezhda when these children got their sponsors, and so this has all been new to us. But we wanted to try and visit all of the sponsored children, which was really difficult because you have to find where they live and then go and see if they're in, and then meet the family and spend a bit of time. And so we didn't actually get round to all of them, but we will be sending over to Bojdar a list of all the ones that we didn't get to, and he will continue that part of the project. We kind of prioritise, because it's in the heat, it's so difficult getting everything done. So we kind of prioritise with the ones that have been regularly in touch with us and sending their monthly support first. And we got through quite a fair few. If we haven't got in touch with you about your sponsored child, we took videos of most, just talking. We give them a little interview. How are you? What are you doing? Are you in school? How's life? What do you need prayer for? And we ended up struggling to send these videos in emails to you, the sponsors of the children, because they were too big to send from our phones. So we are going to have a go at doing that via computer now that we're home, but also we will make a video of all of these. We'll just edit them together so you can see. So that will be an upcoming video. The next thing that and Pet Show. We obviously went to visit Pet Show, and it was a real pleasure to meet him because I hadn't met Pet Show. I think I'd seen him around when I lived there around the ghetto, but I didn't actually know him personally. So, it was just really great to go and see the improvements that have been made to his house and to meet his wife. And he's in his 80s. Nobody makes it to that age in Nadezhda. It was a real privilege to spend a bit of time with him. The next thing that was really important to us was to do a mania trip, because this was part of my project when I lived there, which I handed over to Zlatka and Ginka when we moved back to England, and to be involved with the feeding of the families on the Saturday, which was fantastic. And we made a video. I went live, actually, I think, on Facebook, and I also took a little clip which I I think did we put that out on YouTube? I'm not sure if that went out on YouTube or Facebook, but anyway, we will be editing the footage of that into a video as well this week. Staff meeting, which was great fun. Bojidar translated. We filmed the whole thing and put it out as a video, so those of you that have watched that will know what I'm about to tell you. Bojidar plans to teach all of our staff members to speak English. I am so excited about this. I'm terrible at learning language. I've tried really hard to learn a little bit of Bulgarian and a little bit of Roma, and it's probably my weakest area in life. At school, I think I failed French, which is what I took. Terrible. So this has always been a challenge for me. I do know a certain amount of Roma, but Malcolm. So Iris, come here. So yeah, it was a fantastic staff meeting, and everybody's excited and in agreement, you know, with everything that, you know, we've been planning. The church, I don't know if it's difficult for me to talk about the big building, because it's difficult for me to explain why we don't actually have access to the big building. I don't actually fully understand myself, but we've been locked out of it. And I am trying and praying and, you know, really doing everything that I can to amend this issue. But in the meantime, we have agreed with Pastor Diane, which is the man, there's the original building that was the church building. All of these things happened when I wasn't in Nadezhda, and I don't understand a lot of it. The original church building, Pastor Diane has his services now, but we still have the learning centre there. The new building, which Daniel built, the massive church, which originally was the drop-in centre. It's so confusing. I'll try and explain all of this to you in a video at some point, but this has been a big struggle of mine, because I don't actually agree with all the things, you know, that went down with this particular situation. Thanks, Iris. You just scribbled out something, so okay. Anyway, we will be having 3 services a week in the original church building for the meantime, because we can't access the big building. And I am really excited. This is going to be starting, I think, this week. I think they're opening this week. I think Bojidar said it was either Thursday or... I think it is Thursday, so maybe... Is it Thursday today? Maybe it's Wednesday. Saturday. I'll speak to Bojidar and get back to you on when the church will be opening, but we will definitely be getting some footage of that for you to see. So... And, I mean, I know that I've had a little bit of criticism about it. Just looks like you're walking around in Nadezhda having a party. Well, let me explain something to you about Nadezhda. I haven't made any edited videos for you guys yet, so what we actually were getting up to, I haven't really been able to show much of you. It's easy for me to walk around the streets and film. It's actually not that easy, because I'm holding a child, but I just wanted to put out a couple of snippets of life in Nadezhda for you guys to see, and what life is like out there. There was a little bit of a showdown on YouTube about a party that was happening across the street. We just look like we're partying and having fun. As much as I, you know, am up for a party, within reason, we weren't at the party that I showed you out my window on that video last week. I was showing you why we were being kept awake. Iris was sick. It was 40 degrees. It was really hot, and the music was so loud. I just wanted people to have an idea of what life is like living in Nadezhda, because there are families, especially the families with... Just wait a minute. Have a marshmallow. So, especially the families that have like young children or are sick, the elderly. You know, there's not much courtesy or consideration for people needing to sleep amongst the community. And it was just a bit ironic. Every time you lie down to go to bed at night, the huge speakers start pounding, and you'll have one song playing this end, another song playing up here, and you've got your windows open because it's so hot, and so it, you know, it's just a little ironic. And the dogs are barking, and so I just filmed it and put it on to YouTube just to show you. You know, I just think until you have been to Nadezhda, you have no idea what life is like there, and so you know, if I go a bit off topic sometimes, or you're not really sure why I'm showing you something, please just understand that I just really feel it important to kind of give you a taste of life there. And that's what I'm trying to do with the videos that I make. Sometimes something is different or strange, or, you you know, something that you just wouldn't expect life to be like. And so I just get a little bit of footage and put it out there for you to see, because a lot of you are not going to get to come out. I mean, you're all welcome. We will be making up packs for visitors, guests, because obviously we want to safeguard the children, and we want to make sure that people feel that, you know, welcome to come and visit, but also that, you know, when we're out there, visits can take place. And I've just completely gone off topic. That's what I do when I don't stick to my notes. Okay, so for me, the most important thing, because it's why God sent me to Nadezhda in the first place, I found it really hard when I moved there to find what it was that God was calling me to do there. Because Daniel had the ministry, the online ministry. Daniel was getting sent all the funds, and he was building, and he was preaching, and it wasn't my place to be doing any of that. And I was like, Lord, I know you told me to come here, but why? And it became really clear to me very quickly that my calling there was to be an example of a gentle mother in the community. Because the children, they get dragged up, they get ignored, everything is rough, the way they get pulled about, there's no care, and there's no carefulness, and the fruits of the Spirit are something that the children don't understand, because they don't know what gentleness, and it was gentleness, and I'm probably the clumsiest person you'll meet, but with my animals and with my children, I have so much love, and I'm gentle. So it was kind of to set an example, to live in the community and set an example and be that mother figure to anyone that was lacking that. And lots of children came needing that, and that has been my key input into Nadezhda, is showering the little ones, the loners, the lost, the unlovable with love. And so it was just really important to me to go look and searching them out. And it's hard to catch it on camera because I don't want to be, oh, look at me, loving this dirty child. Sometimes it's just not appropriate. But it was just really great to bump into and come across so many familiar faces and just spend time with children that are mostly ignored. And to just hug them and play with them and feed them and clean them up and have fun with them. It was really important that we went to see Penka, because I really wanted her to come to England. We were planning to bring her over to England. She was such a big part of the ministry, and she was Jasmine's best friend when we lived out there. And hearing a few days before we went out there that she'd been married panicked me, because she's 16 and life out there can be really hard. There can be pressure to have a baby straight away. I just wanted the opportunity to meet her husband, and so it just made sense to go and introduce myself and offer them a day out so that they could come out and, be relaxed and get to know us. And it was really great. They're a Christian family. I didn't know. They're a Christian family, and Penka's happy. There's no pressure on her to have children in a hurry. But, and I'm so happy. I mean, it's not ideal in many ways, the way things happen there. But it has put my mind at rest a little bit for Penka's sake. It just felt really important as well to get to know him. Every time we visit Nadezhda, Penka and Pepper will come, and from the minute we arrive, they'll carry our bags, they'll eat with us, they'll hang out with us, they'll translate for us. Wherever we go, they want to come with us and be involved. And that didn't happen this time. Pepper was with us, but Penka was not, because she has duties in the house now. And it's like, that's fine. She's growing up and life is changing. But I just wanted to, sorry, it's raining and my cat is standing at the door giving me eyeballs. Kitty all the way from Nadezhda. I'm sure most of you really don't care, but this is a cat we rescued from the streets of Nadezhda. She's now the Queen of England. So, yeah, just check up and make sure, for a bit of peace of mind, and so that they know how loved they are and that they're not forgotten. So that was a massive part of our week, just Ivan and Chopper's family and the kids that it's hard for me to name names, because I don't ever want any of them to watch this and be embarrassed, but the children that search through the bins, we know who they are, just to go and search them out and give them a bit of food or some shoes or whatever it is, meet some needs. So that was really great to get to do that. Go and find out that Sasha's horse had a baby, and Natasha has horses, and so we were able to go around with a bit of knowledge and a bit of help and spend a bit of time there. And the last thing that was really important for us to do while we were out there was to start Project Dance Show's house at Gosho's. Because as many of you know, Dance Show has been a huge part of the ministry right since back at the beginning. And he was born mute. He has been living with his parents, a lovely boy, very sweet, loves the Lord, preaches, you know, and many of you have said, a couple of you have said to me, and many of you I'm sure have acknowledged this, that his speech has come on leaps and bounds, and he does speak a certain amount of English too. And yeah, we just wanted to bless Gosho because Gosho has been building ever since I've known him. Dancho's house above his own, so that when Dancho is old enough to move out, he's got, you know, a really comfortable space upstairs above where his parents live. And so we've just been helping them with this project, and that was really great to get to watch, you know, this happen while we were out there. Again, we've got some footage of that, so we'll put together Project Dancho's house video for you. So the first, I've babbled so much, I'm so sorry. The first video that you, hopefully, that you will expect to see in the next couple of days will be all of the children that are attending the Learning Centre at the moment that are looking for sponsors. So please spread that video wide. You know, we really want to be a blessing to these kids that are coming. You know, we need to cover the school costs as well because it's... I keep saying school. I'm trying to retrain my brain. I'm terrible at change. But God is good and he's patient with me, you know, and things are really moving forward. So for those of you that are interested in what's happening with Daniel, the trial was meant to be starting tomorrow. It's been postponed till the 10th of next month. That's all I know. I will keep you updated with that as well. But God bless you for putting up with my babble. And yeah, we will be out. Something that I really found important to point out to you, because so many people have said to me since we've been, you know, doing Hoping Bulgaria, that you would appreciate more videos. And it's difficult for us because we can't get the footage, we're not there. So I just hope that you understand and can acknowledge when we were out there. Do you want these? When we were actually out there on the ground, I was putting up a couple of videos every day. It's because we're not there, you know, and when COVID is completely over and travel restrictions are lifted, obviously we will get out there so much more often and videos will be coming more frequently. But in the meantime, you know, just be patient with us because we're doing our best and we love you and thank you. I'm going to just say goodbye. I'm so tired, and Iris has just gone out in the rain, so I'll speak to you all soon. But thank you so much for keeping us in prayer, those of you that still donate, those of you that, you know, are still rooting for the children, and be praying for the ones that are going to be attending the court, Daniel's court case. Be praying for the children that will be attending the Learning Centre. And oh, there was one other thing, and I just don't want to end it on a bad note, but it's just come into my head. So please pray for Mario. I know I've been going on and on about Mario, his excitement for his, don't draw on the wall please, his excitement for the birth of his baby, which was actually due on my birthday a couple of weeks ago. Just really blew me away how, you know, much he'd grown up and how much he was wanting to prepare, but, you know, his wife went overdue and she ended up giving birth to a stillborn, and so please pray for them. It was devastating. As he cried, I hugged him. The day he got back from the hospital, he came straight to us and I hugged him, and he said to me, "No problem, Anna, because my baby is now in a better place than this." My heart hurts for Nadezhda. There's so much that happens there in a day that would break any one of us, and he's just got to carry on. Please pray for Mario and his wife, Christina, sorry I nearly forgot her name, and their family, and, you know, just that he doesn't lose any faith, and that it's, oh, I mean, what do you pray? Just I'm just going to say goodbye because I'm just going to get emotional because it really hurt. It hurts so much to watch them go through that. I was rooting for that family so much. So yeah, please pray for Mario. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in a couple of days. God bless you.